Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello there. My name is Maan. Welcome to the world of AutoCAD. In this tutorial, you will be learning the basics of AutoCAD. I want to show you in this lesson how to use the rotate command and the mirror command. The rotate command. The rotate command is used to rotate the selected object according to the desired value. Many times you will need to change the angular position of an object. I'm going to the Ribbons Home tab and select rotate command, or you can type RO in the command line. You can pick one or several objects and then press enter. Now you need to pick a base point rotation. That's the end point. So we are rotating around that base point. For example, select rotate command and select this line and press enter and pick this endpoint. Select copy option from the command line if you want to keep the original object. For example, I'm going to type 25 degrees. This is the angle of rotation. Positive rotation and negative rotation. Positive rotation is in the counterclockwise direction. Let's rotate this rectangle. Select rotate, select this rectangle, press enter, pick this endpoint. For example, I'm going to type 145 degrees. Negative rotation. Negative rotation is in the clockwise direction. Let's rotate this square in the clockwise direction. Select rotate, select this square and press enter, pick this endpoint. For example, I'm going to type minus 120 degrees. Rotate an object to an absolute angle. To rotate this part, I'm going to the rotate command and select this part, press enter. I will select this base point and enter the reference from the command line. I will specify the two end points of the diagonal line, this point and this point. For the new angle, for example, I'm going to type 90 degrees. the value that you enter for the new angle is absolute angle. I'm going to create dimension. Rotate with a point or an angle. Select rotate command and select this square and press enter. Pick this base point and enter reference from the command line. Pick this point as a reference point 1 and this point as a reference point 2. This will be a reference line for rotation. Enter points from the command line. Select the endpoints of this line. The selected component have now been rotated to the exact angle of the selected line. Rotate with an angle. Select rotate command and select this part and press enter. Pick this endpoint and enter reference option from the command line. Pick this point as a reference point 1 and this point as a reference point 2. For example, I'm going to type 45 degrees. This is the angle of rotation. We are done. The mirror command. Mirror command allows you to mirror selected objects in your drawing by picking them. For example, I'm going to the Ribbons Home tab, select mirror command, select this shape and then press enter. You can flip objects about a specified axis to create a symmetrical mirror image. Specify first point of mirror line. I'm going to pick this point. Specify second point of mirror line. I'm going to pick this point. AutoCAD asks me erase source objects. You can press yes or no. So I'm going to press enter to accept the default. I create a symmetrical object. Another example. Select mirror command, select this part and then press enter. Specify first point of mirror line. This is the mirror line. I select this endpoint. Select second point of mirror line. I select this endpoint and press enter. I create a symmetrical object. Mirroring is useful for creating symmetrical objects because you can quickly draw the object and then mirror it instead of drawing the entire object. For example, select mirror command, select this part, and then press enter. Specify first point of mirror line. I'm selecting this end point, and select second point of mirror line. I'm going to select this end point, and then press enter. I created the symmetrical object. You can select two or more objects and follow the same steps as before for making a mirror image. Select mirror object, a mirror command, select these objects, and then press enter. Select the first point of mirror line and select the second point of mirror line and press enter. Another example, create a space between objects. Select mirror command, select this shape, and then press enter. So I can use my object snap tracking. I'm going to this endpoint without enter to the right. For example, I type 1 inch for the distance. So I created 2-inch gap between these objects. I'm going to the annotate, select quick dimension, you can see this is an exact 2-inch gap in between. I could do this again. Select mirror command, select these objects, and then press enter. I want, in this case, come from here down 1 inch. Then I am going to pull my line out in this way or in this way. Now I have a symmetrical mirror copy, both vertically and horizontally. We are done.